Hi, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we're going to talk about the principle of designing a good statistical questionnaire. What is questionnaire? A questionnaire is an electronically designed form or manually printed to extract statistical data from individual organization by means of an unbiased method. In this tutorial, we're going to talk about property of designing a good questionnaire. Number one property that a good questionnaire must have is that a good statistical questionnaire must be unbiased. All questionnaire design must be neutral in administering. Biasness in the sense that whenever a questionnaire is being administered to a respondent, it must not be focused on a particular person based on the familiarity. The questionnaire must be administered to anybody that is being selected so that biasness will not creep into the questionnaire. Secondly, a good statistical questionnaire must be short, precise, and able to convey adequate information. A high voluminous questionnaire can easily discourage the respondents from answering or filling the questionnaire or completing the questionnaire because of the large volume of it. So invariably, a good statistical questionnaire must be short, precise, and adequate to be able to convey the necessary information that is needed. It must not contain a vague meaning. That is, its question must be clear to understand and answer. So all the question that is being embedded in the questionnaire must be a direct question that can be independently answered by any selected respondent. So it must not contain a vague meaning. A good statistical questionnaire must not contain calculation, that is, the respondent must not be subjected to calculation during administering. If the case arises that a questionnaire must contain any form of calculation, it is advised that such question must be put into a range between x to y, between A to B, so that the respondent will pick the appropriate answer that applicable to him or her. A good statistical questionnaire must be adequate, updated to convey a relevant question. So the relevance of the questionnaire, question in any good statistical questionnaire must be relevant, must be updated in order to achieve the targeted goal of that survey. It must not contain a leading question. So a good questionnaire must not contain a leading question. For example, I think you are 40 years old. If an enumerator is asking a respondent this type of question, it's too direct. I think you are 40 years old. There are two options here for the respondent to answer from. Either yes, I'm 40 years old. No, I'm not 40 years old. Furthermore, for you to ask a leading question like this, the respondent can further ask question back that, how do you know that I'm 40 years old? Do you know the date I was born? So a leading question must be completely avoided. whenever a questionnaire is being administered. Lastly, a questionnaire must not contain a sweeping generalization. For example, in this community, everybody have access to electricity. The respondent in that community will ask, how do you know that everybody have access to electricity? So the sweeping generalization inside questionnaire can mark the quality of the question that respondent may want to answer inside the questionnaire. So in order for us to have a very good questionnaire, statistical questionnaire, all these points must be followed. Unbiasedness. Questionnaire must be short and precise. It must not contain vague meaning. The questionnaire must not contain calculation. Then the questionnaire must be adequate and updated to convey irrelevant information. Then the questionnaire must not contain leading question, as I said, as the example that I gave here. Then the questionnaire must not contain any form of sweeping generalization. If you find the content of this tutorial helpful and useful, like my channel, share the content of this tutorial to reach a wider audience, and subscribe to my channel in order to promote the algorithm to move my channel forward. Then press the notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever a new tutorial is released. Thank you very much. Bye.